Hello, Scorpio. How are you today? So let's dive straight into it. What I'm going for you today, I looked at the Torah here, which is like a religious text that the High Priestess holds. The High Priestess being your card in the tarot, and I got uh, it's not the Torah, but I got the song. Hang on, I wrote it down. Ra Loo Ral, which is an Irish lullaby. So I don't know how that plays into, I don't know what reference that has for you. Whatever you get from it, take it. You may have Irish ancestry. You may be, I don't know, you may have just sang a lullaby to your child before you came to this reading. So yeah, take from that whatever you get. But the specific scene that I got was Steve Martin, the actor, from, I don't know if it was The House Sitter or Father of the Bride, but in that he sings that song, to Ra Loo Ral, and he's a bit cheesy doing it. He kind of, he's a bit too into it. He puts a bit too much effort into it, you know? So maybe you're dealing with somebody who's a singer and, they like to sing old songs, or maybe with it being Father of the Bride, maybe it's a wedding, or a father-in-law, something like this that you're dealing with, or I don't know, house sitter. Maybe there's something to do with property, a house sitting, renting out a house, something like this. Maybe you're going on holiday, you need someone to come and look after your pets. I don't know, it could be a number of different things, right? For a number of different people, but that's what they gave me. So I've not got my tablet ready. I'm not prepared today at all. I painted my nails and then immediately I just couldn't sit still and I ruined them. So maybe somebody else is a little bit restless, perhaps. Yeah, I don't know. Interesting that the Hierophant is here looking at me as well. So we've got the High Priestess and the Hierophant again in a Scorpio reading. So yeah, interesting to see where this goes. The other thing I just kind of briefly wanted to mention, and I may do a Tell Me Anything reading on this. As I was kind of like in and out of sleep this morning, I kind of woke up naturally. I didn't need the alarm because my kids are off school. So if you hear kid noises in the background, it's half term. Yeah, I was waking up and very, very clearly I heard a man's voice saying the word cucumber. And they said it very almost like cucumber. So to me, it was almost like when somebody's learning a language and and it says the word really clearly and you're supposed to repeat it. Something like that. But I don't know how they gave it to me or why they gave it to me. Maybe you're eating cucumber sandwiches right now. I don't know. But they gave me the word just on its own, cucumber. So whatever that means to you. But I've had a bit of confirmation that the things that I see or hear definitely are something, because yesterday I had quite kind of a sore stomach. We've all had a bit of a bug in the family, and I just had a bit of indigestion. But when you get indigestion and it's sore, it's like it hurts. And I was kind of rubbing my stomach and moving around and like uncomfortable. And they showed me a piece of licorice. Like I just saw like a black piece of licorice. And I was like, oh, they just showed me licorice. I quite fancy licorice, but I'd have to be careful. It was vegetarian. And then it clicked and I was like, I wonder if licorice is good for stomach cramps. And I Googled it and it was. And I was like, no way, did they just give me a solution to my problem? And then I actually had, it was quite a very old box like shoved to the back of my cupboard. I had a box of licorice tea that I don't actually like, but I was like, I'm gonna have some licorice tea and see if that helps, and it did. So like my little spirit guides, whatever I want to call them, they showed me a piece of licorice and then they helped me out there. Another thing as well, I hadn't really ate all day because I didn't want to kind of like put anything in there and like add to the pain. I'd had breakfast, but like nothing since then, and I was getting hungry but I didn't know what to eat. And they showed me a waffle, like just like like a potato waffle. And I was like, oh, I really fancy a potato waffle, actually. And it turned out the Beast, my kid's father, he'd actually gone and bought a box of waffles. So, yeah, but I didn't know that. And they showed me a waffle. It's like, oh, he went and bought waffles. Look, go and have a waffle. So it's just so funny, like the things that they show me and the things that they see that I get, they actually do mean something. So yeah, I don't know. It was a nice bit of validation for me there last night. So cucumber, I wonder how that's going to play into either my life or your reading. Let's find out. Okay, so here we go. I'm just getting the tablet ready to randomize you a song on camera. Yeah, so I don't know. I do like the idea of doing a cucumber tell me anything reading because I think it'd be quite funny. But we'll see how much time I have. Yeah, we'll see what becomes of that. So Scorpio then, Scorpio energy. What is the song that's gonna? What's Scorpio's reading going to be all about today? Please give us a song for Scorpio's reading. Ritual. Okay, that's interesting. I keep getting stuff about rituals. Like I had sorry, the song kept on playing in my head. I had I don't know, I keep getting things about signs and rituals. So I don't know if somebody does something with like, with their whatever their spirituality is, maybe it involves like a sense of ritual or like signs, something like that. Um I don't know. Let's look up the lyrics of that song. Do you know, I feel like this is that a while back you had this You're My Priestess, I'm Your Priest reading, and I feel like we're getting this again. So let's get the Hierophant back. It's like love as religion, you are my ritual, this kind of thing. Too high, too deep, it's you, it's me, too wild, too free, oh yeah. One thing to me, 3 words I speak when you're with me, babe. Oh, come on, however I act, you know how much I care. You know what I want, now meet me if you dare. Love on the run, do anything to be there. And I'm always singing it like a prayer. Oh, when you touch me there, hey, you'll always be my ritual. Always love you through the night and be there when the sun is rising. Oh, you'll always be my ritual. You worship me beneath the sheets. Scorpio, do you know, I should have known what kind of reading we were going to get because as I was tuning into your energy, I got that kind of really hot, like Kundalini energy all the way up my back. I was roasting, so I had to take my hoodie off. I should have known what I was in for with you. You worship me beneath the sheets, all love unique, and even when you leave my bed, you're in my head. You're all I need. Yeah. I don't want to repeat any of the lyrics, so I'm just skipping ahead a little bit. Yeah, then it's just repeats. So you'll always be my ritual. Okay, well that's nice. Oh, Scorpio, are we going to get a super spicy hot love reading from you today? I wonder. Right, let's just move everybody over. Come on, however you act, you know how much you care. I'm singing it wrong. Right, okay. Scorpio. I'm gonna have to start. I'm sorry to anyone out there who's easily offended, but I'm gonna have to start calling you Scorpios again, aren't I? I say that with love. It's a joke, okay? I'm not really calling you names. Just you giving me a spicy reading again. Okay, I'm going to say what I got. It's a little bit offensive. I'm just going down an offensive road now. But they gave me, I think it's from The Simpsons or something. They gave me, it's a spicy meatball. So take that as you will. So, again, I'm not trying to offend people. But if they give me something, it could mean something to somebody who's watching. So I feel like I need to say it because it could be like some kind of indicator or, something that somebody needs to hear. So if they give it to me, I'm going to pass it along to you. So please, I'm not trying to be offensive. Okay, whoa. The Muse there, and the King of Scrolls. So King of Scrolls, you may have somebody who's very good with words, a bit of an architect or something like this, good at communication, a builder, somebody in some kind of maybe legal field who can really help you out here, especially if you're dealing with anything like contracts. Scrolls are contracts, so anything to do with like legal systems, contracts, housing, building. There could be somebody around you who could help you out with that right now. But here we go. The card that you actually got is the Muse. So you could be somebody's muse, right? You are the High Priestess in the tarot. So, and look, she has actually got, you can see the black and white columns in the background. These actually, sorry about the car noises. I need the window open. You're making me very warm today, Scorpio. Which is awkward. My mum's a Scorpio, so I always feel really weird when I get these very like hot Scorpio readings. Like, stop it, mum. Don't need to know. Yeah, so the black and white columns are in the background of this card as well. So this is definitely 100% your energy. This talks about the ability to be part of the 3D tangible reality, the 3D world that we all live in, but also to be able to see beyond the veil. You can see she's got the veil behind her there. Covered in pomegranates, signifying the other side, right? The underworld, the afterlife, however you want to call it. So yeah, you have the ability to perhaps get intuitive messages. I'm hearing dreams. Some of you may have very intuitive dreams. You may get information through dreams that just give you a sense of kind of like knowing what's going on. So you may be very good at sensing kind of what's going on beyond the surface level. It's a very emotional, like watery ability with the queen, with the high priestess. It's connected to being able to sense vibrations. You know, look at you know, maybe someone pulls a funny face, or you know, someone gets a bit tense, and you can kind of understand what's happening. You can kind of read beyond the superficial. So yeah, looking for small signs, synchronicities, reading the subtleties of a situation, picking up on emotions intuitively, so you kind of get a sense of what's going on without actually being told what's going on. So a scenario might be, say you're a mother, and you're you know, you've got a teenage son, and he's always been really interested in like football and computer games and hanging out with the lads, and then suddenly he goes a little bit soppy and he's listening to like romantic music, and you might be like, I think he's got a girlfriend, I think he's fallen in love with somebody, and then he comes to tell you, and you're like, yeah, I knew all along. Or like, you know, say like your teenage son is gay, and you're like, yeah, I knew, like I just knew. Like, you're very good at reading people. So there's something there with that. Now this is going to be, I'm so sorry about all the car noises. I like it though. I've always lived in a busy town near busy roads, so I like to hear the hustle and bustle of kind of like daily life, right? So you know, please do excuse me if that's bothering you. I may have to shut the door though, the window, if there's a beep beep truck. But again, the beep beep truck, someone could be moving, right? Because this is the thing, anything that happens in a reading is part of the reading. Right, yeah, so the Muse card, I am going to read this at the end as part of your advice. So we're going to come back to that one. So let's get, oh, there we go, straight away. The elk was on the bottom as well. When I got the deck out, the elk was back on the bottom. Yeah, so I noticed the elk before, as I was kind of getting ready to do your reading, and the dragon, look at that. The dragon is like very like old, like ancient magic energy. It's like, this symbol means it's like spirit energy. So, not to be too crude, but it kind of does look a little bit like female genitalia as well. So I am associating it with like female, ancient female wisdom, like crone energy. I'm not saying that you're old or you're a crone. I'm more talking about the energy. So you may be able to tap into this kind of like ancient, kind of shamanic wisdom, like not Oracle of Delphi, the Akashic Records kind of thing. I am actually reading from the Akashic Tarot today, so you know, there is a reason for everything that happens. So the elk, you can see here again. Now I have got an elk reading up that I put up in the last few days. You may want to go and watch that as well if you feel like this particularly resonates for you. But this to me is much more like this Hierophant energy. So it's somebody who's very grounded, always like King of Pentacles as well. Somebody who's very, very grounded, somebody who's very earthy, they're connected with nature. So somebody who might you know, enjoy gardening or going for long walks like in the forest. Somebody who may have a natural affinity with animals. You know, animals just trust this person. You know, they're very good at calming down animals when an animal's distressed, all this kind of thing. It's almost like a Dr. Dolittle energy of somebody who just has this affinity with nature. So you can see that these antlers are almost like a tree. This talks to me about ancestry. And the antlers are actually kind of like lighting up with this energy from this this eclipse here as well. We have just had a full moon on the 28th, so that could have meant something to you there. Maybe you connect with this kind of like moon energy. The moon again is very high priestess like, divine feminine energy. So could definitely be, I mean, this could be two different sides of yourself, the divine feminine and the divine masculine. You know, if you identify she, he, they, any of these energies could be you. You know, you could be both, or you could be one of these people connecting with the other. But yeah, this kind of earth magic is coming through. The elk also is like the emperor energy for me in the tarot. So definitely picking up on Taurian energy as well. Could be dealing with a Taurus. But it's somebody who is very grounded, very stable. They have got a lot of experience. You can see he's kind of a little bit raggedy there around the edges. He's probably, if he's not an older male, it doesn't have to be male, by the way. If it's not an older person, it could be somebody who is an old soul, or they've had a lot of life experience that they've kind of learned a lot of lessons from. So this is somebody who's experienced. They've got a lot of wisdom. They've got a lot of like they've kind of learnt the lessons the hard way, I feel, this person. But it's taken them to a place where they have a natural kind of leadership presence, you know, very old, very wise. And when you're old and wise, that's a Doctor Who quote. And when you're that old and that wise, you can't just let children cry. It's one of my favourite Doctor Who quotes from The Beast Below, which is one of the ones with Matt Smith and Karen Gillan. So I don't know if that's something for somebody there. But yeah, when you're very old and very wise, you can't just stand back and watch children cry. Right, okay, let's keep going. I am feeling that this is very similar. I feel like I'm connecting to the group of Scorpios who resonated with that High Priestess and Hierophant reading. The You're My Priestess, I'm Your Priest reading that I did a few months back. So if this is resonating for you, definitely go and check that out. But yeah, this is definitely the same energy. Okay, let's keep going. So I'm going to go for your emotional space, your thoughts, and your action space. I'm going past, present, and future. So past emotions, please. I'm a bit scared to ask, Scorpio. Past emotions, please, for Scorpio. Past emotions, please, for Scorpio. A bit secretive here. You've got 3 major arcana for your past emotions. I told you were going to get something big here. The Fool, the Sun, and the Hermit. Okay, definitely doing some soul searching, connecting with spirit, thinking about freedom, happiness, expansion, having a brand new start, a fresh start. I just heard escaping. Maybe you're going on I just heard great escape. Maybe you're going on, you know, a holiday, vacation, escaping from things for a bit, or, you know, maybe you are actually planning an escape from a situation. Currents. I just heard Plutonic as well, Plutonic, which you are ruled by Pluto, the planet Pluto, so I don't know what that has to do with anything, but there you go. Current emotional space, please. Oh my goodness, there's your card, the Death card. 4 of Swords and the Death card. Libra had the 4 of Swords in the same position, so if you're connecting with the Libra, or you're on the cusp of Libra, Scorpio, you may want to go and check out that reading too. But it's an end to this, an end to feeling depleted, an end to letting your thoughts get the better of you, an end to solitude. An end to solitude feels right. Okay, future emotions, please. Queen of Swords, again, Libran energy. Very clear. Oh, a bit sharp there in the emotions. This feels like you're ending something that's been very difficult. You've survived it, but you've gone a bit cold in the situation. But you've got a lot of mental clarity. You're not being ruled by your emotions here. You're almost... You've gained a higher perspective on some kind of emotional truth, I feel. On the bottom there, you've got the Lover's card. This is... used to be called the Choice card. I always say it's choosing love, choosing where your heart leads you. You can see that they're being divinely guided here by an angel on this particular Lover's card, which is very beautiful. Is that ships in the background? No, it's trees. I don't know why I saw them as ships. Yeah, maybe somebody's going on a cruise or something. But yeah, it's shadowy though. It's like something... I don't know. I mean, the Fool and the Sun were hidden, so there's something a bit secretive there. I mean, you are a secretive sign. You know, depending on all your other placements, you could have something like Gemini in Mercury, which means you're going to be a bit of a babble mouth. But, you know, normally Scorpionic energy, Plutonic energy is quite secretive. I'm hearing emotional clarity. Right, okay, so I'm going to the thoughts now. Past thoughts, please, for Scorpio. Past thoughts, please, for Scorpio. Past thoughts, please. Thank you. 7 of Wands. Okay. You may have had to defend yourself or gain the upper hand in this situation. Current. Thank you. Queen of Swords. Yeah, Queen of Swords again. Yeah, somebody could definitely be on the cusp of Libra. Future thoughts, please. Future thoughts. King of Pentacles. No way. Libra had this card in this position as well. Yeah, there's something going on between you and Libra right now. Your readings are definitely connected. 9 of Wands there. Wounded Warrior on the bottom. You can't go back though. You can't go back. The way back's blocked. Blocked. Right? Yeah, because whoever this Wounded Warrior is, I feel like I'm connecting it with this elk energy. Once they've gone forward, or they've already gone forward, they've already taken a step, they've crossed the Rubicon, if you like. They can't go back, but they're feeling quite exhausted, so they have to keep going though. They know they have to get up and keep going. They can't go back because, oh look at the Tower moment again, Scorpionic energy there. They can't go back the way they've came because that door has now been blocked. Somebody's defending that door. So they can only go forward once they've made the choice, once they've taken the leap of faith. Right, okay. Action space then. Past action space for Scorpio. Oh, 2 3s. 3 of Wands and the 3 of Swords. Okay. Current action space, please, for Scorpio. Wow, that is a lot of cards. I'm going to have a look at them, but I'm not going to take them all, I don't think. 4 of Swords in reverse. There you go. Yeah, told you you're coming out of it. 4 of Wands, Queen of Wands, the Fool. I will keep hold of them, actually. Look. Yeah, because this is coming out of it, and this is what you do next. So, Queen of Wands there. Gorgeous. And the Fool card again. So you've got a bit of Aries energy. The Elk card, meaning the Emperor card, can also be Aries energy, not just Taurus. You've got the Fool card twice, so that's double Aries. You've got a lot of Leo as well here with the Sun and the Queen of Wands. Also Sagittarian energy for me. Earth sign here. Typically I would say Taurus, Capricorn. Yeah, Taurus probably for the King of Pentacles. Okay. Future action space. Oh, okay, here we go. Lovely jubbly. The Ace of Cups. Okay, and Temperance there on the bottom. So being very patient through whatever this is. Healing things. Just being very balanced and very moderate here with something. She's got a rainbow on her top there. I kind of want that jumper. It's a cute jumper. I want it. 9 of Swords there, yeah. You could have had some sleepless nights. You could have had nightmares about the situation. Again, I was picking up on like getting information in your dreams. Or the need to be patient is what's kind of getting you in your head. I feel like it's difficult, and this is connected to this 9 of Wands energy for me. Whatever this is, like you made a choice to go forward. You can't go back, but it feels like you're unable to move at the moment. You're in kind of like a holding pattern. I do see an end to this. Just to say, I did I was just pulling cards last night. It's sort of like Tell Me Anything, and I kept getting the Hangman and the Death card. The Hangman and the Death card. I hope no one's literally being hung. You know, please, you know, definitely. If you need to speak to someone, please do reach out for support. You know, there's charities available, helplines, doctors, friends, family. Please don't do anything stupid, quite frankly. You know, it's never the right choice. But I'm seeing it more as an end to a period of waiting, because of the Temperance card. There's something to do with waiting and unable to move. And the Death card kept on coming out with it. So that tells me someone's either done waiting, or the situation's over and you're going to be able to move. So hold on. There is like that Tower moment. Something's going on. Like across readings. Sorry, I'm getting messages now. Like I'm getting like sort of almost like Tell Me Anything, like community messages. So all right, just give me a minute with this, and I'm going to kind of do you know what? I think I can just dive straight in. So over here in your past action space, you made a decision here with this 3 of Wands. You were waiting for some kind of a return on your investment. And I feel like either this waiting, I'm getting this a lot up here, this waiting was exhaustive to you. There was something to do with making a choice but not unable to take action, and it was really kind of emotionally painful for you. So waiting to take action, can't take action, but then you're being very, very defensive here, with this Seven of Wands. So this is kind of like having to defend your I don't know what that is, let me just check. It's a big blue van, so I don't know if that's relevant to anybody, but it's nothing for me. So yeah, being very defensive about your ideas or your opinions, because this is in your thoughts. So you may actually have a bit of a defensiveness about your own thoughts. But I feel like you've decided something. I feel like you've absolutely decided something. You've made a decision to move. It's going to either cause heartbreak to you or heartbreak to people around you, because it's like if you've decided to move away, then people could be hurt by your decision to move away from a situation. So there's this need to be quite defensive. So you're figuring out, how do I defend myself? How do I get the upper hand in this situation? And you were being quite secretive about what this was. So the Hermit card is a period of soul searching. I feel like you really, really went inwards. You really kind of withdrew. Now you can still go to work, you can still speak to your family and do all these things, but it's like almost like mentally or emotionally you've kind of gone internal, you've gone within. So you're really exploring your feelings about something, really having a really good think. Now I think, who was I watching? It was either Minogue Pontaro or James 13 Wicker, one of those two travel channels. One of them said something about the Hermit card actually has the star in his lantern. So it's connected to the star, and you can see as well all the stars and moons on his robes there. So I feel like you've done some soul searching regarding your own hopes and dreams and wishes, and you've kind of seen something clearly now. So yeah, you've gone to that peak, in that Tell Me Anything reading set that I did over the weekend. There was all this stuff about climbing a mountain, overcoming obstacles. So and you can see as well, he's a bit worn from this, whatever this spiritual journey was for him, this soul searching was. He's definitely, I'm connecting it to this energy. So again, your energy, no matter how you he, she, they, it's Virgoan energy here. It doesn't have to be, but it's yeah, definitely connected to some kind of higher source, higher wisdom, possibly something to do with ancestry. Your hopes, dreams, wishes, gaining clarity, gaining spiritual insight about something which has caused you to need to move. Now, I don't know what this means for you, but the Fool is a brand new start, absolute fresh start. This person, he's left everything behind. He's just taken a few things in that knapsack. He's like, I know that I don't need material possessions to make me happy. I know that I have a spiritual purpose beyond the material things in life. It's almost like, I know that I can't take my possessions with me, but what really matters is my soul, and that I'm a good person and that I develop as a human being. So there's a sense of disconnecting from things that you used to think were important, and now you're kind of very much trusting that you're on a higher path, a spiritual journey. You can see he's actually, again, on this stuff about being on the mountain, he's right near that the edge here, but he knows that he's not going to fall because he's being divinely guided, divinely divinely protected. He knows that he has something to do, and the universe is going to protect him because he has some kind of thing to do, right? So that doesn't mean take unnecessary risks, but it's just the story of the card. Please do be safe. So feeling divinely guided, having some sense of spiritual purpose, which is leading you into a place, this could be very, very confident. It's but to me, this is freedom, happiness, expansion, adventure. The sunflowers here symbolize loyalty. So I feel like you are definitely, this is like Aries energy, Sagittarian, Leo energy, very much like I've had a calling, I'm off. But with it being hiding in the deck, they tried to kind of go back in and hide. This tells me that you've been quite secretive about this. This is all to do with your emotions, what's going on internally, right? being a little bit defensive, knowing that you've made your decision, but I do feel like it's going to cause heartbreak to somebody or a group around you. You know, there may be people who say, we don't want you to go, you're making a bad choice, but here you're defending your decision. So here and here, again, Libra had a lot of this energy too in the same position. This is your current energy. So you've been in Four of Swords energy. Now the Four of Swords energy is this period of almost hermit-like, I'm sorry, I could hear my son whistling, almost like, this is really thinking things through to the point of exhaustion. So this is like, you know, feeling overwhelmed, feeling stressed, needing to go and have a little bit of solitude for a while to kind of work through something. You may have had a little bit of bad health as well. It's not Nine of Swords energy. Nine of Swords to me is much more serious. This is kind of like, I need a day off just to kind of stay in bed and kind of think things through here. So yeah, just after a period of rest or recovery, mentally thinking things through, you have got, you're coming out of that because it's in the reverse, right? It's in the reverse, which shows me that you're coming back out of it. Also here, emotionally, this Four of Swords, you can see normally the imagery of the Four of Swords is somebody who's laying in the bed, but on this particular deck, she's up and she's picked up a sword. She's like, she's coming out of that. She's ready to fight. She's made her decisions. So, and with the Death card as well, it's telling me definitely you're coming out of this. This is done. You're done feeling bad. You're done, whatever that is, you're done with it. So in your thoughts, you've got this huge amount of emotional clarity, this huge amount of clarity in your thoughts. This is you being very clear about what you need to do, what you need to say. You could be communicating it with the sword raised. It's like, I'm not being defensive anymore. I know my truth. I own my truth. This is the truth. And if you don't like it, kind of business. I mean, maybe not quite so rude. You don't want to burn your bridges, but it's definitely saying, this is my truth. Deal with it. Very, very clear. I love the Queen of Swords. Some people see her as a bit of a bitch, but you know what? Sometimes let people call you a bitch, because at least you're being clear, at least you're being honest, at least you're leading with integrity. I connect it to the Justice card in the tarot. It's somebody who is quite analytical, quite businesslike. She says what she means, very honest. I really like the Queen of Swords, but then again, I am a Libra, so yeah, different people see different value in different things, right? One person's bitch is another person's loyal advisor. So after getting this mental clarity, coming out of this period of rest and recuperation and having a really good think about things as well with that Hermit card in the past, absolutely, it's like, I'm done with this. I'm done feeling bad. I'm done with anything that gets me into this kind of place where I feel like stressed and down. I'm cutting it out. So then you go into this gorgeous energy. Now this is like party time. This is like coming back out of that cocoon, out of that chrysalis, and looking absolutely fantastic. So the Fool energy again, like, it's a new dawn, it's a new day. I'm leaving the past behind. I'm dropping all the baggage from the past, and I am just living my best life. I'm doing what I want to do, because you've got some clarity here about what you want to do, or at least the way you want to live your life. Excuse me, Queen of Swords here. So again, Leo energy, a lot of fire sign energy here. So I don't know if you've got a lot of fire in your chart. Again, she's got that sunflower in her hand, the symbol of loyalty. The Queen of Wands is gorgeous. She's very charismatic, very confident. She knows what she wants and she goes out and gets it. She could be in the creative industries. So you may be doing something very creative at the moment. Both of the queens, all the queens are very outspoken. They are, if you've been secretive in the past with your own High Priestess energy and the Hermit energy, right now you are absolutely clear on what you want to do and you are happy to tell the world about it. Like, no holding back. It's like, this is what I'm passionate about. This is what I think about it. This is what needs to be done. Very, very much taking action here, taking control of the wheel of your own life. So beautiful. This Four of Wands tells me that you could be going to some kind of event or a party. You could be celebrating some kind of milestone or achievement, which is like, you know, with this Queen of Wands and Fool energy, it's like, maybe it's like, I've had my COVID vaccine, you know, restrictions are being lifted. I am going out and I am celebrating my graduation with friends, you know, as long as you're doing it safely with proper precautions, that's brilliant. You know, obviously the Fool can sometimes be a little bit impulsive and can make mistakes. So just be aware of that. You know, but with the Queen of Swords, I can see that you're putting a great deal of thought into this. So you're not being like that Aries who just like runs into things and makes a mess and runs off again to the next thing. You're putting some thought into it. You're doing some planning here. Very brilliant, very high vibrational energy, Scorpio. This is really, really good. So yeah. The Four of Wands as well, it is the 1111 card. So, you know, if you're the priest to someone's priestess or vice versa, you may have met your soulmate here, you may have met your match. The ones here, they talk to me about, if you think about tent posts, the more you screw in those tent posts into the ground, the more secure the tent is going to be. So it talks to me about building very, very solid foundations for the future, you know, laying down seeds to make something really, really like grounded and solid and stable. It talks about security and home for me. So again, somebody could be moving home, moving to a new city, possibly something like that, moving from the countryside to the city. It's funny that I was talking about like how I've always lived in a busy town. I like the hustle and bustle, right? So moving into your future energies then. So this Queen of Swords moves from your thoughts into your emotions. So to me, this is like, you could have gone a bit cold on somebody. The Queen of Swords is the Ice Queen. Again, she's on top of that mountain. All the cards up here are like on the mountain. So I heard on the mountain side. So I don't know if that's any particular relevance to you. I'm seeing that bluebird as well. And I'm getting... there'll be bluebirds over the White Cliffs of Dover. White Cliffs of Dover are... in England. Again, I was getting this thing about somebody could be taking a boat somewhere, maybe to the White Cliffs of Dover or from the White Cliffs of Dover. Dover is a port in England, so there could be something there for somebody as well. Hello, Bess. Funny, the Queen of Wands has this black cat and my black cat's just appeared. Do you want to come and say hello? Can I come and say hello? I love... No, you're not going to say hello. Okay, honey. I like how she just jumps up like, I have arrived. I am here. But like maybe that's what you're doing. A leap of faith, landing and being like, I have arrived. Look how beautiful I am. Everybody praise me. So yeah, bluebirds over the White Cliffs of Dover. Funny, we've got two quite traditional songs there. You know, the Irish ballad and the English ballad there. So I just wonder what that is and why that's coming through. So yeah, this is somebody... You may have gone emotionally cold. You may have gone a little bit stoic, a little bit pragmatic, very much out of your emotions. You know, she's well above sea level there. You know, she's like, the emotions are just going to get in the way right now and I've got something to do. So emotions can take a back seat for now. Like, I'm clear, I'm focused, but again, this communication. So you are communicating how you feel, but you're very much, this is how it is. So funny that Libra had the same card in the same position. In your future thoughts, there's this King of Pentacles. Now, this could be you. Again, being very grounded, very practical, very stable, very dependable. This is somebody who goes to work every single day, works hard, earns the money, looks after the home, probably has a nice garden. There's a lot of greenery there as well. Yeah, you know, really, really dependable, really stable, very mature. This is the sort of person who will look after you. It can also be like a father figure or a boss or a long-term partner, you know, a husband. Bessie, what are you doing, darling? Just 1 second. Okay, she's on the window ledge now, so she's flapping her tail around, so you may be able to hear that. Yeah, whoever that is for you, that King of Pentacles, very reliable, could offer very good advice. It could definitely be connected to this King of Scrolls. I would say that the Pentacle energy and the Sword energy is very much the kind of King of Scrolls person. So it could be some sort of advisor for you, somebody who's could be partnering up with somebody in business, something like that. But if this is not you, I am definitely connecting it to kind of this elk and hierophant energy as well. This kind of like shaman-like earthy wisdom that's coming through. And you do have the Ace of Cups in your action space, so you could be, whoa, Did you see how it flipped over? Maybe you're a bit secretive about this. You could be telling someone how you feel here. This is a display of emotion in your action space. This is you opening up to new feelings. So it could be that this is a brand new person for you, and this is a brand new relationship. It doesn't have to be romantic, although you have got the lovers card up there. It can also indicate a friendship or family member, right? If you had a baby, you know, you'd get the Ace of Cups because it's a new person to love. So yeah, a new friend coming into your life, however this is. Or if this is an existing relationship, this is new emotions which are evolving as part of this relationship. So it could be that a friendship goes to the next level, or you know, somebody tells you how it's you, isn't it? It's you expressing feelings, new feelings for somebody or something. So really nice way to end this reading. I like it a lot, Scorpio. I like your reading. So I'm going to just quickly stop and restart because I'm at the 40-minute mark, and then we'll get your advice. Okay, so what number is that card? Number 15 for the Muse. Do I amuse you? Am I a muse? Bad jokes there, sorry. Okay. Interesting though, it's almost like, so there's a person inside that crystal ball. Maybe somebody uses a crystal ball, and she's playing the, is it not the ovulus, that's the thing that lets you talk to ghosts, Olus, I can't remember now, I've got ovulus in the head. It's the two flutes that people like Homer would used to play in ancient Greece when there was storytelling. But can you see that, like, her arms from a distance, it was looking like it was two scrolls to me. So I don't know why I'm seeing scrolls in the crystal ball. Something to do with somebody, I don't know. If that means something to you, take it. If it doesn't, leave it. The Muse plays a song of uplift. Put my teeth back in. The Muse plays a song of upliftment. I don't know why that word is so hard for me to say. Why can't I speak all of a sudden? What is this? Maybe somebody's better at communicating if they sing rather than speaking. Just thinking about Gareth Gates again, who was on, I think it was Pop Idol in the UK, which is a bit like America's Got Talent if you're American. So Pop Idol. There was this young boy called Gareth Gates years ago when it like first started. And he had a really bad stutter. He wasn't able to speak very well, but he could sing beautifully. So although he stuttered a lot when he spoke, he would start singing and it would just flow beautifully. So I don't know if somebody has something like that, possibly. The Muse plays a song of upliftment and imagination. The petals of inspiration drift upon the wind, filling the air with light and creativity. My cat's on the move again. This card shows a time of very heightened resourcefulness and inventiveness for you. Any creative project, new or old, Queen of Wands, can receive exceptional energy now, both from you and from the universe. Call to the spirit muses and let them join you and the creator within to lift your project to the skies. There you go. So interesting. Some kind of creative project that I think you feel a bit divinely guided or divinely inspired to do. You've definitely got a sense of purpose here, and you're very clear and very focused. It's like you're like, I've got to do this. This is something I've just got to do. This could be someone teaming up with you in business, or some sort of business advisor, or you're thinking that you need to speak to someone who's... Do you know what? I'm going to read this King of Scrolls as well, because I really feel like this is... I'm picking up on two energies. This is you and somebody else. So I feel like this could be the person who's like somebody that you're going to meet on your journey, somebody who's going to help you. So I'm just trying to find it, sorry. Come on. King of Scrolls, where are you? Here he is. Okay. Yeah, so I feel like this is connecting to this King of Pentacles and possibly the elk energy. A man holds a scroll as he looks across a well-groomed garden. A number of scrolls lay on the garden bench next to him. He is the King of Scrolls, a man of learning. And he can be helpful to you in a number of ways. This man may be present in your life already. If not, you'll be meeting him soon. He may be an author. So yeah, look, new relationship here. I feel like this is somebody who's coming into you, or you're moving towards. He may be an author, a teacher, or a communicator who will assist you in some professional way. He could also be a friend who brings wisdom through his own studies and spiritual practices. Be open to the guidance this man offers, for it could help lead your life in exciting new directions. As with any of the kings and queens, the King of Scrolls may also be a new love interest for you or for another, depending on his location depending on his location in the spread. But I'm seeing it in your thoughts, so and we never know how things are going to develop. His wisdom is compelling, and there are likely to be many interesting and lively discussions. This card may also represent you or someone you know who is longing for deeper understanding and greater clarity of thought. Clarity of thought, Queen of Swords twice there, look. Now is a great time to pursue. I'm sorry, I'm like burping and stuff. I'm so sorry. Now is a great time to pursue new interests, perhaps even enroll in some classes or attend a lecture or two. A position in teaching, counselling, advertising, writing, publishing, or the like may be on the agenda now. A treasure trove of discovery is waiting for you, so let your mind and your life soar. That's really interesting because Libra, their card was the treasure chest, and then it's saying a treasure trove of discovery is waiting for you. I definitely feel either you're on the cusp or you're dealing with a Libra, but there's this earth sign energy as well. Okay, really interesting reading. Cool. I'm going to get another song for you to close out the reading, and then I will bid you adieu. Somebody could be definitely learning another language. I'm getting a lot of different... Bessie, stop scratching on my bed. The London sessions as well. Something to do with travel. Maybe you're expanding a business overseas, something like that. Right, okay, so for the people who are associating with this Scorpio reading, what is the song that they need to hear the most? The best advice, the most important song, please, to guide us. Everything I Wanted, Dannii Minogue. You're everything I wanted. You're just another part of me. You're everything I wanted. Something about you feels just like I've always known you. Oh my God, guys, are you meeting your soulmate? Are you meeting your 1111 twin flame? I don't know. I don't want to kind of like get anyone too excited, but there's definitely something going on here, which is, it feels like it's a really good thing. So Scorpio, good luck with that. Do take care, and I hope you've enjoyed the reading. Leave me a like, subscribe, leave me a comment if anything particularly resonated or you just enjoyed the reading. Share it with your friends if you think it's their story or they need to hear it. This all really helps me out, and I'm very thankful for those of you that do that. However, if you're coming in as a stealth watcher and you want to fly in under the radar, I totally understand that too, and I appreciate you watching to the end of the video. So do take care, Scorpio. Best of luck with that, and I will see you again soon, my lovelies. Bye bye.